everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to day one of this 30 days of yoga for complete beginners. This is a perfect course for you if you're brand new to yoga and you want to get your practice started. You can trust me to guide you over these 30 days so that you can go from the very beginning of your practice into a full understanding of what yoga can mean if you commit to practicing it for the rest of your life. Yoga can make you happier, more peaceful, and over the course of this month, you'll feel more flexible, more strong. You'll be challenged in just enough ways to keep you inspired and motivated. The videos won't be too long, somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes of practice. We'll initiate each practice with the sound Om, end with a short rest, and then close the practice with the sound Om, so that you can really attune yourself to the inner vibration of what yoga is all about, that peace, love, and happiness, those good vibes, which open your heart and mind to a whole new world. So what do you say? Ready to get started? Let's jump right in. Come to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. And as you exhale, softly open the eyes, and we begin coordinating breath with movement, which is so much of the essence of what yoga is about. So inhale from your pelvic floor, which is the space between your sitting bones, as you lift the breath up along the spinal axis, and then exhale. Let's easy twist over to the right. We'll hold this for about 5 breaths. I want you to breathe as deeply and fully as possible, but keep your low belly muscles tucked neatly inside. Keep breathing. Keep the mind nice and calm. Just stay present to what you feel. Okay, inhale. Come on back into the center. Exhale, stabilize. We're going to pop on over to the other side. So inhale, long deep breath in through the center. Exhale, easy. We just move on over, twisting lightly to the left. Let every breath come from deep in the spine. Feel the energy of the body moving in and out. And then inhale, come on back to the center. Notice your breath. Notice how your body feels, even with just a few moments of gently tuning in. Now, we'll move over into the hands and knees, into a posture called tabletop position. So let's come on over into the hands and knees. Keeping your hands about shoulder width apart, your knees about hips width apart. This is called tabletop. You want to make yourself almost like you're a table, gripping your fingertips, starting to bear a little weight on the hands. You know, you spend so much time walking around on the legs and so little time on the hands. So this is an opportunity to just kind of feel what it's like to be on all fours. So now find your breath. Long, steady breaths. Keep the mind nice and calm and deep breaths. Okay. After you feel yourself in tabletop position, you'll notice your weight distribution kind of shifts between your right and your left hand. Try to equalize it towards the very center line. Now we'll move into cat and cow. Inhale as you extend the spine, lifting the head up. Exhale through the nose as you round the back, push into the knees and tuck it under. Let's do 2 more. Inhale as you roll through the spine, lifting the head up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, widen the shoulders. Last one. Inhale, roll through the spine as you lift the head gently up. Exhale, round the back and gently tuck under. Now walk your knees towards each other. We'll slowly press back to what's called child's pose. Sink your hips back onto the heels and let your chest flatten down. Top of the head down, hands stay in front, and relax your shoulders for a few breaths. Close your eyes, let your nervous system calm down, and feel your breath moving in, breath moving out. Feel it happening over and
over again as you call the mind gently into presence, into the here and now of what is. Feel layers of tension dropping off of the body. Now, as we prepare to come out of child's pose, activate your pelvic floor and draw the navel in, and inhale, lift your head gently up. Come back to your tabletop position. Open your knees a little bit, and now we prepare for the puppy pose. So opening the knees a little bit will give you just a little more foundation through the legs, keeping the mind calm. Send the hips back and up a little bit. Walk the hands close together. Slowly move the hands a little further away from you until you can feel your weight just kind of dropping forward. Then place the forehead on the ground to give yourself kind of a nice firm foundation. Roll the shoulder blades away from the ears, come up onto the fingertips. Now, deep, steady breathing. So elongate the breath. Feel inhalation lengthening, feel exhalation lengthening, long, steady breaths. Any tension in the shoulders leaves as you exhale. Enjoy the moment, enjoy the feeling of practice. As we move into yoga, it's the feeling of mind-body connection. So allow your mind and body to gently connect and tune in, to tap in. Let's stay for 2 more breaths. Notice any tightness in the body and don't judge it, just experience what is. Long, deep breaths. Now let's flatten the hands down. Inhale, lift your head up, and then we're going to lie on the stomach. Just lie on your stomach. We prepare for Cobra Pose. A nice and gentle, easy back bend. Find the elbows and move the elbows in front of the shoulders and lift the center of the chest up. Roll your thighs a little bit inward so that you can let there be an internal rotation of the hip joints. Point the feet, soften the butt muscles. Stay here for a moment. Press in through the elbows and let's lift the chest up. Stay here 5 breaths. 1. If there's any pain in the lower back, let's move the elbows even more out. And just gently lift the rib cage. 2. Stay with it. Find where you can comfortably feel and work your body. 4. Nice and easy. Deep breaths. Almost there. Steady the mind. Steady breathing. Nice and easy. Okay, let's soften the knees. Curl your toes under, walk your hands back to where your elbows are. Let's push back to tabletop position. Stay in tabletop for a moment, curling your toes under, and now get a sense of where your hips are in space. You can just maybe wiggle your hips for a moment to figure out where they are. Then, with that connection in through the hips, we're going to press back to downward facing dog. Find your pelvis and your hips, and then inhale, send the hips back and up. Rolling through the shoulders, make the shoulders really come online, invite them into a deep feeling. Shoulder blades move away from the spine, steady breaths. And draw the navel deeply in. If you need to bend the knees a little so you can pivot in through the hip joints, it's all good. Send the hips back and up, and we'll stay here, breathing, feeling. Keep the mind nice and calm. Relax your neck. Remember your breath. Long, steady breaths. Keep the mind nice and calm. No fight, no force. We're just here to breathe and feel. All is well. All is well. Let's stay for 1 more long, deep breath in. And exhale, let's sink the knees back down to tabletop. You can release your shoulders for a moment. Knees together. Full child's pose with your hands near your feet this time. Top of the head down. Relax the shoulders. Find that calm space in your nervous system. Steady breathing, steady breathing. And let's go for one more breath here as you soften down. Slowly inhale, lift your head up. Let's walk your hands gently forward. Coming back into your tabletop position, curl your toes under. Inhale back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to do the triangle pose. Switch your gaze gently forward. Inhale, step your right foot forward, placing your left heel on the ground. If you have a yoga block or some books, you can grab the yoga block, place it on the outside of your right foot, press into your yoga block, drawing the navel deeply in, and then inhale, lift the left arm. Stay here in the triangle pose called Trikonasana in Sanskrit as we gaze up to the left hand. Stay for a couple breaths, nice and easy, opening through the chest, opening through your inner thighs. Keep the mind nice and calm. Feel the breath moving in, breath moving out. The legs are strong. Deep, steady breaths, almost there. Feel what you feel, and remember, this is an opportunity to feel the body. No fight, no force. Allow yourself to gently tune in. And exhale, let's drop that left hand down to the ground. You can sink the left knee down. Come on back to tabletop position. Move your block on over to the side. From tabletop, we'll just feel, okay, your hips feel the effects of Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale back to downward facing dog. We're going to step forward and do the other side. So inhale, step your left foot forward, planting the right heel down, slide your block gently back, press in through the block, open the right side of the pelvis and lift that right arm up. We'll stay for 5 breaths. Press in through your left hand, press in through your legs. Elongate the torso and just allow yourself to feel and breathe. Every breath is calming for the nervous system. The navel draws deeply in, the legs strong. Gaze gently towards your right hand, almost there. And exhale, let's take your right hand on the ground, let's stick it down. And gently find the way back through tabletop position. And inhale, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog for a few breaths. Nice and easy. Relaxing, releasing through the neck. Keep the mind calm and inwardly focused as you begin that deep inner connection of the yoga practice. Now, let's exhale. Sink the knees gently down. Cross your feet underneath you. Stretch the legs out. Flexing the feet, roll the shoulders back as you lift the chest. Dandasana position. In the yogi staff pose. You can come onto your fingertips and push the center of the chest up and forward. Deep, steady breaths. Feel the legs. Feel your thighs, muscles of the low belly drawing deeply in. Mind is nice and calm. Stay for a few moments here and then pivot in through the hip joints as you reach down towards your feet. Perhaps holding onto your big toes, but don't worry if you can't hold onto the toes, you can just rest your hands on your shins or anywhere that's comfortable. A long, deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Find what works for you in your forward fold. If you can hold the toes, great. If not, then just really fold and release the back muscles. If it's comfortable, you can relax the head, or you can gaze forward to the toes. Steady breathing. Keep the mind nice and calm. Relax the back muscles. Nice and easy.